Because when I make to do suicide,
Wow.
I sit down and I pound and I pound and I pound the back.
Welcome back to Tony's Employment Ministries, Table Talk, TEMTT. And I'm feeling so wonderful, I'm feeling so great, I'm feeling delighted, of course, to be sitting here, giving you guys some more videos, on persons who have gone through a lot of milestones, a lot of up and down, a lot of, struggling, a lot of the whole rigmarole, everything, you understand? And we are here with no other person than Yodali Lane. Yudali Lane, that's right, sometimes I always pronounce it wrong.
Okay.
Yes, Yudali Lane, this wonderful woman of God. Trust me, she has been, a tower of strength to a lot of persons, and I hope and pray definitely she will be a tower of strength to you guys watching out there wherever you are. So, Sister Yudali Lane, it's a great privilege to have you on this channel. It's a wonderful privilege to have you here because, I always want to target most of the older folks, who have gone through a lot of stuff. You understand? Who can teach the younger folks and the person. Because even you older folks can teach the older folks. Yes. You understand? So, Miss Lane, how are you?
I'm fine.
You're
I'm
fine.
blessed.
I can see that you're fine. You're blessed. You're looking so wonderful and everything. Yes, I won't ask her to stand up because, yes, you can see from appearance here, she's looking wonderful. So, let us kick things off. So, Miss Lane, tell us a little about your childhood. How was your childhood growing up?
Okay, my childhood was rough.
It's rough.
Never a nice childhood. By my mother, she wasn't a loving person to me. My father was a loving person, but he do not have the talk like my mother.
Yeah.
So I go through a rough and a hard childhood. I've been working from I was 15.
Wow.
Because my aunt used to come by my mother, used to see how my mother treat me and everything, and he told my father that my mother not treating me good, and she would do a better thing by sending me to school and everything and take care of me.
So it wasn't a good child?
It wasn't a good child. My father agreed and said, all right, I will support her if you carry her and let she go to school and everything, and I will support her.
Okay.
And my auntie said yes. I went to my auntie in Calix. It was not Bella Rose.
That side. It wasn't a better rose.
It was not Bella Rose. She, in 1 week's time, she sent me to town to work with a family of 4. Wife, husband, and 2 big men. I have to take care of the wash, cook, clean, hired, taking care of chicken, raise the
Oh, so you raise chicken?
Eggs. So I have to wash eggs and all those things, and I have to cook 2 types of food, diet and non-diet.
At the age of 15?
Yeah, at the age of 15.
Wow. So you were a chef back then those times because you're thinking for the diet and the okay.
At the age of 15. Okay. And nobody teach me to cook. I learned by myself.
That is wonderful. That is wonderful.
By
that is
myself, no one. And I'm there with the person for a couple of years, but it wasn't nice. It was disadvantage to my
Okay, they take a lot of disadvantage of it.
Yes.
Okay, I see. But back then, did you saw yourself being where you are at now? Being this wonderful lady?
No, because when I make to do suicide,
Wow.
I sit down and I pound and I pound and I pound the back of fine.
So the struggle was intensifying?
Yes. And I decided to take my own life. And when I finished pounding and to take it, I hear a voice that to me say, your mother do not worth it. And then the tears come down and I get up and leave the same place and I walk off. And I said, thank you, Jesus.
So back then, I'm getting a little bit emotional because I really don't like to hear in persons, want to commit suicide, my heart tends to go so. But you know, that was back then.
Yes.
You understand? It's a wonderful lady now we're dealing with, you know. And what if you had committed that suicide? You understand? A lot of persons, you would have been, a lot of persons wouldn't have probably reached their destiny.
That's true. That's true. If we do suicide, a lot of persons will reach their destiny.
Boy.
I know my father would make it.
All I can say, to God be the glory.
To God be the glory.
Great things he has done.
Yes.
As I say, I mean, I have had that experience before where I wanted to commit suicide too. You understand? I was going through this stress, this trauma, everything. You understand? And I wanted to commit on myself right there inside the house. Right inside the house.
I know what you're going through. I know.
You understand? I've been there where, you know, but a lot of times, you know, persons will say, you know, when you hear persons want to commit suicide, they will say, okay, that person needs help. You understand? Instant help. You understand? And people out there who are watching, if you hear someone saying that they want to take their own life, if you can encourage them in the best way possible to get them out of that mindset,
Yes.
please to do so. Or see if you can control, please to seek help.
Seek help.
Yes, man.
That's
Because
true.
at the end of the day, you know, we are have to be our brother's keeper.
Yes.
Yes, man, definitely.
Sometimes you don't really know what the person is going through.
Yes, they
because
don't know.
the hurt is there. Trust me. It was unbearable with my mother growing up under my kids.
So how did your mother treat you? Like you say she took disadvantage of you? She treated you bad?
Alright. We go to school less.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get any education.
Okay.
That's why I strongly believe in education.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get any. Everything me do, if me right, me wrong. And if me wrong, me double wrong. So my father always get to complain about me. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I don't do nothing. The work is me. I have to get up in morning time early, go to the bush, go look lime, hockey, all type of things.
All this,
For carry come from my mother for carry to the market.
all of your journey sounds like my mother journey.
And I have to go and look the Lord and come and she ready to go market. My mother always tell my brother and my brother is in over Cayman. Okay, when my bad, when I'm not going to school, we said when I go to school, when I'm not coming home in time and everything. So they start sending me to school and send my sister to school.
So in the process of you going to school, did your mother consider you as a bad child, you know, probably the one to go out there, you know, doing the bad stuff, you know, having a lot of boyfriends and
That's
stuff
what
like
she considered. And the problem I have with her with it, me and my sister we go to school one time, we come back from school same time.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, if I'm doing bad, my sister doing the same.
Mm-hmm.
Because both of us come in at the same time, both of us leave at the same time.
And she pick at you.
She pick at me, every least little thing. Pick at me, the work, the washing. I have to wash a lot of clothes for everybody. Mother, father, everybody.
But the question is, you know, a lot of persons who have been on this talk show, they say that one of their inspirational person is their mother. Understand me? So who inspired you? Who is your inspiration?
My father.
Your father?
My father.
Okay, wow.
Thank God. He's dead and gone, but I cannot talk about my father.
So how did you manage to become the person you are now? What was the journey like?
Okay, after went to town, they sent me to town to work and so in that town, it was a struggling after we leave there and so end up get pregnant. Then we have a son.
Mm-hmm.
Never a pretty life neither. It ended up struggling again. But I move on. I never. I try my best never to give up in life.
Yes. And that's a power of mothers, you know, understand?
Yes.
I would say most of them, mothers are very tremendous, you understand?
Yes.
They go out there, they make sure that the kids, you know, have it, you understand? What they cannot afford for themselves, they try their best to let the kids,
Yes.
you know,
Because
achieve it.
I have 7 kids. And I try my best with my 7 kids. Education is the key for me and for my kids.
And kids, if you're watching, please to call your mom later. Mom, I love you.
I
Yes, she has done
always
wonderful.
try my best to let them go to school. Sometimes I don't have lunch money to give them. Sometimes it's also fear, but they get something to eat before they leave, and when they come in, they have dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to go out there, anything I have to sell to hockey, or for wash dirty clothes, or anything, Mr. Tony, I try my best for my kids to go to school. And one thing I can give God thanks for, my kids then come out.
Oh my God,
Glorious.
you're literally having water in the eyes.
Tony, I remember when we moved and live
Sad.
in Manchester, Tony, we have to fry up onion in a oil with ketchup if we get any, or one tomato. And cook 2 dumplings for them to get something to eat. Sometimes Tony, the kids now say then grow and then turn up and say turn up the bottom of the ear and make the hockey open.
Mm-hmm.
Then go to the hockey tree and then we get 1 peg of hockey. And we cut up with 1 peg of hockey fine, tree coming at the peg pot.
Yeah.
And we cut up it fine. We take a black pepper and we check it back with the rice, and like a 2-pound bag of rice, then we chow little, we left there when we cook. So we just chow the little one and chow it and make up and put on and cook, and then we get dinner. Sometimes when we sit down, when we live in Manchester, I think they sit down in a tangerine tree and then we hit her. When they're young, they might eat this tangerine. But they're still going to school. Remember one time, when we just moved into Manchester to live, and we send them to school and have to end up coming home, come look, piece of cake and sugar water to drink. The teacher then can't find them start to advertise them look, so the kids then lost in the woods. Because they don't know where them is. So when they go back to school, them call me and tell me say them can't find the kids and so on. I say, them are here. And then say themselves because they are searching the woods so they can't find them gone. And I said, I have to come home for lunch. And the teacher said, really? I said, yes. And I trust me. I fight with them.
So, seeing that you are a Christian now, how was it being in the world?
It was struggling in the world, trust me.
Mm-hmm.
It was struggling. But since I'm a Christian, I learned that not to give up in life.
That's good.
And God is good, because all I could say through my battering and struggling, I can't even tell my story. My story is too long to tell. But through those tribulations and trials that I go through with my life as childhood, then with my kids then, I come a long way because of God. Because trust me, I don't know how I do it. And all now, I'm here, I still don't know how I send my kids into school and to college.
Grace
What
of
I
God.
said, all I said is God. When my
Yes,
friend
ma'am.
asked me how we do it, Velma, how you do it, or you Delia, or what they call me, I said, just God.
Yes.
Just God. Because no, I cannot find the college fee. My dad can tell her friends, like, Mommy can't find the college fee for me to go to school. And she started. Remember to the ending of the month when the last time we did the exam, the fee appeared. She never poor. She always come through for you.
What are some of the criticism you face to being a Christian? Criticism that you have faced?
All criticism, you're not going to make it.
Oh.
I know. Okay, you're not going to make it.
You won't make
Christianity, you won't make it.
So they expect that if you get saved today,
You're going to turn back tomorrow because you need a boyfriend and you need a this or you need a that. But I make a pledge to God and I make a pledge to man.
but in the midst of all of that, what are some of the hurts, the church hurts that you've gone through?
I have a problem. I don't really go to a lot of. I don't really go to church earth. I'm coming to church, minister, and you said, Sister Lynn said this and Sister Lynn said that, and we. Sister Lynn not gonna pay you no mind because Sister Lynn not gonna leave church because you said me said this and me said that. All me do, just say God, you know me not say it, or if me say it, I will have what I said from what I don't say, and I said God is me and you.
That's right.
I'm not going to walk out of church and say get in church hurt. People do not step out of church and say get church hurt. I remember I was a Christian when I was around 13, and when I big mom, I backslid. I was telling myself that I'd taken a step back. I was going through struggling. And I said, with my husband, we were getting divorced and everything, and I take back seat. And my backseat take me about 6 or 7 years to go back in church. And that was the worst of my life. I encourage anyone, do not take a back seat. You stay where you are. You call upon God. If you cry, you cry to God. And if you bawl, you bawl. If you holler, you holler.
Right.
Just call upon God, and He will fix it.
That's right.
The back seat do not worth it.
So how is the task dealing with members of the church? How's the task dealing with? Well, yeah, because in these churches you will find that there are set of persons who are hard to deal with.
Yes.
You have some who are maybe, easy to deal with, a little rough around the edges. And as how is the task dealing with these members of the church?
I'm a person, a loving person.
I know that.
Love to smile.
Yes, ma'am.
Love to deal with people.
Yes.
So I don't really have a task with people. Especially now I'm in church here, I don't really have a task. I don't know if anybody have a problem with Sister Len. But Sister Len do not have a problem with no one.
Yeah.
I just try to make myself comfortable.
That's right.
Just praise God and try to live loving with each and every one. That's why I love the door.
Oh,
Because
the usher. Right.
I love the usher because I just like to see people smile. I like to smile with people. I like to talk to people. So, I just like to see people going, easy going.
That's right. What would you say to persons who are struggling or hurt and thinking that it's an hindrance for them not to be a Christian? Because, mark you, when you may see somebody on the road and you try to encourage them to church, maybe inside the back of their head, Lord Jesus, I have this struggle, I have this hurt, and I don't want to go to church because of this struggle that I'm going through, or this hurt. What would you encourage those persons to say?
Good. I would encourage the person who was hurt, if you even get church hurt, don't give up. Still come to church. Focus on your life. Focus on God.
That's right.
Just tell God everything. Because there is nothing you can do without God.
That's right.
God are everything. If you even taking a step, Sister Len got through a lot and could give up in life. But God has rescued me.
Sister Len will soon share a testimony. You understand, so that persons will be encouraged who want to give up. But before she even shared a testimony, would you view pastors or leaders, as a person who is safe to share your problems with?
Okay. Yes, you have pastor where you can share your problem with, and you have pastor where you cannot share your problem with.
Okay, I agree.
But I believe pastor should be the one you could share your problem with, because sometimes we have problem and we need to say to someone.
Yes, that's right, I agree.
Because sometimes the burden heavy and you're carrying a burden, you don't want to let it out. So you think it's safe, and it should be safe for your pastor you can share your burden with.
Have you ever encountered a problem like that, a situation like that, where you have your pastor and he or she maybe gone to somebody else and okay, Sister Len, go through this, Sister Len, tell me so this, Sister Len said that. Have you ever encountered that before?
No.
Okay.
No, I never encountered with that, because I have my pastor now, and I share things with her.
And it remains there.
It remains there.
That's
I
wonderful.
Hear it back and everything, and I'm really proud of that. But I'm not a person who really mostly share things with people. I mostly share with God.
Understand. That's right.
Because I know most of the people do not keep secrets. So
even when I tell them to know what I thought,
I want to say
a friend of a friend, somebody out there, yes, man.
yes, a friend of a friend. That's all that I look into in life. I got through that in life already. By telling people things and it go back, because a friend about the best friend.
That's right.
So in life now, I learned that you have a problem, just go on your knee and bawl it out to God. Shout it out to God. And you feel much better.
That's right, I agree.
Yes. Tears.
Wonderful.
God understand.
Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful, Sister Len. Wonderful. I should say wonderful. I really, sit here and listen to your talks, somewhat emotional on the both sides, somewhat emotional and somewhat joyful, because, well, I can say my mother's gone through all those stuff that you have said.
Yes.
You understand? And it caused me to be this wonderful young man, of course. Yes, this great young man, a future, you know, somebody who's going to be great in the future, of course. Yes, man. Yes, and for those persons who are watching, please to share, please to like, of course, and please to subscribe. You know, a lot of persons think it that hard to just click on the subscribe button. It won't take any money. It won't cost you anything. Just click on the subscribe button and subscribe. Share, you know, share the goodness of Jesus. Share that somebody else out there, you know, can be encouraged by these thoughts, by these words and everything. You understand? So at this time, I'm going to allow Sister Lynn to give a short testimony so that somebody out there, of course, you know, can overcome too. Over to you.
In life, we have bitterness, we have sweetness. So in life, we have to just think about Christ.
That's right.
Most of us go hard in life, are struggling in life. But do not give up. Do not take a backbench. Just pray. Pray. Yes, Sam said, and Christ, the solid rock we stand. All other ground are sinking sand. Just stand on the rock. Build your house on the rock. It's not easy. It's not an easy road. It's not easy. In Christianity, it's hard. So all we have to do is just read, pray, mostly pray, love.
Pray, of course, and love. Yes.
You say love?
Definitely.
Love someone. Share your burden with someone. Continue to shoulder each other. We need to bear one another burden. And we need to love, because the grace and mercy carry us too. God give with peace, love, joy, comfort. So we can share about that with others. He makes sure we have the love. So we can share love with Brother Minister Tony, with our sisters, brotherly love. Sisterly love. Nowadays days, people don't want to give brotherly love. They don't want to hug. A brother don't want to hug a brother. Or a sister don't want to hug a sister. It have meaning. We need to get back to that.
That's right.
Brother need to hug brother.
Yes, man.
A brother love, sister hug sister, sisterly love. We need to get back to that. I have a friend come to church one day in Jamaica, and she come in like her face dropped down in lime juice.
Yes.
And one of the church sisters go to her and, hi sister, how you doing? How is your day? And how was the night last and everything? And I tell you, when she going home, she says, Sister Lynn, it was good to come to church because I was going through something. And when this lady come over to me and start to talk to me, everything just dropped right off. So sometimes people come to church, it's not really joyful when they come. Sometimes they have the burden and they want to share.
That's right. Thank you very much, Sister Lynn. And you know, I must say, you know, sitting here, you know, persons out there being inspired. Me myself was being inspired because, you know, you remind me, as I said before, of my mom. I understand. You know, sitting here, it's like listening to my mom, you know, going through the same story. But I really give God thanks because what somebody out there can say, all right, you know, I've been through similar problems, similar situations. You understand? And that is the reason why I said people who are watching, continue to share. Understand? Continue to share the good news, continue to share the word, because don't just be selfish and just keep it for yourself. You understand? Let someone else out there hear the testimony, and by this testimony a person can help, you know, themselves overcome.
Yes.
You understand? And again, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and also please don't forget to share. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, wherever you are. God bless you. See you again in another video. Amen.
God bless.